Irebrook Reservoir. As you can see, there's a few parking spaces. And then you squeeze through this gap. I'm hoping this will bring us out onto the path that I need. Then we turn left just here, and hopefully just down here will bring us on to the path that we need. Hi, today we're doing the Stockerston Trig Point, and we'll be doing roughly around about 6.5 miles. We're starting off at the Irebrook Reservoir and basically going to go through the woods and go through some interesting villages and hopefully come across a couple of benchmarks and visit some churches. Today I'm with my mum and my brother. They both came out to get a bit of exercise and see these interesting places that I visit, so hopefully it'll be a nice enjoyable walk. So we just head down here and I'm hoping that we can pick up the path around here somewhere. It's quite pleasant round here. Oh, hang on a second, I've got lost. So we've got to head back now. So just follow this path down here and this should hopefully pick us up onto the path that I actually need. It's going to be somewhere here on the left hand side. That's going to be a record. What you need to do, you head back and just near where you go through the gap, there's a little path. Walk up the side there and that brings you out onto the road. And you just follow this up to Stoke Dry. There's a bit of a hill up here. On the website for benchmarks, there's a benchmark on this wall somewhere. I can't find it, but I'm not going to waste too much time looking for it. But I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I'm going to give up. No, I can't see. It's probably worn away. It's probably in there. This is St Andrew's, a beautiful medieval church overlooking the Welland Valley. It sits in the quiet village of Stoke Dry, a place rich in history, once home to the Digby family who were linked to the Gunpowder plot. I'm going to have a quick look to see whether there's any benchmarks around here. It does have, there's a benchmark, but the only problem with the walls like this is probably eroded away. But I'll have a little look round. Stoke Dry is a tiny, timeless village nestled in the Rutland countryside, with just a few homes and farmsteads scattered along its quiet lanes. At its heart is the striking church of St Andrews, where medieval architecture meets a deep historical root. St Andrews Church in Stoke Dry showcases a blend of architectural styles, featuring a slender 13th century west tower and a unique two-storey north porch with a 16th century oval window. Inside you'll find a 12th century chancel arch adorned with intricate Norman carvings, including a man ringing a bell and a medieval wall painting depicting saint and biblical scenes. The village is famously linked to Sir Edward Digby, one of the key conspirators in the 1605 Gunpowder plot. His family once owned the manor here, and local legends said secret meetings may have taken place in this area. It's a peaceful spot with a dramatic past. It'd be nice if the benchmark was on this video and I've just not seen it yet. Looks like this church actually had two entrances, an old one, I don't know, and the one on the other side. I think those look like Saxon headstones. Cars have got a nice view. I've just noticed that the Rutland round actually passes through Smokers Corners car park and right through the village of Stoke Dry. I only spotted this while double checking the route. It's a lovely surprise because this stretch offers some of the most peaceful and picturesque countryside on the whole trail. The Rutland Round is a long distance circular walk that winds through Rutland's gentle rolling landscape, and here it takes you into one of its most charming and historic villages. The atmosphere is incredibly still, like a stepping back into time as you pass through it. It's worth pausing to take the setting, which feels almost untouched by a modern world, probably another one for one of my country lanes and cottages. When you get to the end of this field, you go through this gate, and from here the views really open up. You cross a series of open fields, and just ahead you'll start to see the sweeping waters of Ibrook Reservoir. It's a brilliant place to stop, breathe in the fresh air and enjoy one of Rutland's hidden gems before continuing on your way.
I reckon give a hand anyway.
Yeah, just a thick sheep.
I thought there was a gate
yeah.
underneath.
Hello, little lamb.
Yeah.
So you go past this, keeping the hedge to the right hand side, and there's another gate just down here. And once you've gone through the gate, you follow this path. So you're having a nice view of Ibrook Reservoir. I've had a small little issue with my camera. Got a GoPro Black Creator, and somehow it disconnected from the hand grip, but hopefully it's connected back again. Well, it's nice to get out on these walks and see a little bit of the countryside. I think everybody should get out on these walks and get a bit of exercise and see parts of the area. It looks like my mum and my brother's left me standing. Not too sure where they are. Hope they're not got lost. Some of them on the map. There they are. We're just coming to Stoke Dry Woods now. I'm hoping to go through here and spot some bluebells. A nice old dry stone wall. I wonder if it's some of the medieval time. Probably isn't. But it's definitely maintained out here with that hedge. So we go through here. When you first get into the woods, you see a stile. You turn left here and through the woods. Can't see many bluebells at the moment. This is Stoke Dry Woods near Stockerston in Leicestershire. It was once planted with conifers, but it's now been restored back to ancient woodlands. Then when you get to this junction, you turn left. Oh, pheasant. There's a pheasant there. Coming up to a bit of a hill. You come to a fork in the path and you take your right hand fork.
I think I'd rather go uphill than down.
Yeah.
I don't like going down.
On the bike.
Well, this is like going down on the bike.
No. Yeah.
I actually came across some bluebells. Just gone past the waypoint marker. When you get to the bottom of this little hill, you've got a gate. You go through the gate and it takes out into fields. And you'll see another way marker. We got those tall trees. I'm sure somebody will tell me what the trees are called. And Dad would tell me what the trees are called if he came, wouldn't he? So I think there's another yellow post there. And Stockerston Hall is just up there, as is the church. Keeping the church spire in sight and following a well-worn path, you'll soon come to a stile leading you further towards the village. Once you've crossed this stile, you'll soon see another just ahead. As you follow the path between them, you'll notice you're getting closer to the village of Stockerston. The cows don't seem to be too bothered by us, but we won't hang around too long, best to keep moving along this path before they actually get too curious about us. Then we crossed a stile and a small bridge. I'm not sure what the stream is, but it might feed into the Ibrook Reservoir. We then follow alongside it for a short while as the path winds gently ahead towards Stockerston. Once you cross the field, you'll see another way marker. This is back in Stockerston. So now cross Uppingham Road towards the No Through Road village only, and the church will be just up here. Tucked away in the peaceful village of Stockerston, St Peter's Church is a real gem with history going back to the 13th century. The Grade 1 listed building features classic English church architecture, what's called ecclesiastical, mixing early English and Gothic style. As you pass through the timber framed lynch gate, once used during funeral ceremonies, you're stepping into history. Inside the church has medieval stonework, a Jacobean pulpit and memorials to the Farnham family, long-time local lords. Unfortunately, the church was locked, but it's a lovely place just to walk around the grounds if you're nearby, and you never know, you might spot a benchmark. I'm hoping that's the benchmark. The closer you get to it, it looks a little bit different. Not too sure, it looks more like a sun, because it's got all the lines coming out. It looks a little bit worn down. As we leave St Peter's Church, we head back down the same path we came up. We go through the gate, follow Church Lane for a bit, then head through the swing gate into the field and turn right. Just over there is Stockerston Hall, a lovely Georgian house built in 1792 using red brick stone details and a slate roof. It actually stands on much older foundations from the 16th century. Over the years it's been home for a few local families and has seen plenty of history passed by. The gardens were redesigned fairly recently and opens up to a stunning view over the Ibrook Reservoir. On a clear day, the landscape here feels wide and peaceful. After passing Stockerston Hall, look out for a yellow way marker. When you see it, go through the gate next to it. Once gone through the gate, there's a nice easy path to follow again with beautiful scenery. We'll be coming back that way later and walking up there. We're about halfway round. The path forks off here. Looks a little bit complicated, but by the looks of it, we're going to take it over there. And that is another public right of way, but we're going to go this way. So you go through this gate, there's the yellow way marker. All the lambs are running away. Some of them have actually been to one field where they came up to us. A slight mistake. We go this way, yeah, and we go through this gate.
That one?
Yeah.
That one?
That one.
That one's private. No.
Yeah, so we go through here. And got another yellow way marker up there. So this is path straight up that hill. Looks like we've got to head to that hill. The other way that we just went was the wrong way. So we're about 3 minutes in the wrong direction, but at least we've got to torment some sheep. So head through here to the yellow way marker, and I'm assuming it's up that hill. And you go through this gate. Hard to tell on the camera. With this hill, it's very steep. My mum won't like this, but there she is down there. Beautiful scenery. Once you get to the top of the hill, you're rewarded with some fantastic views. Can't see Ibrook Reservoir from here, but it's going to be over there somewhere. Looks like the sheep don't like us. The mum and its lamb being reunited. Let's tell him, get here now. You'll see another gate. And you'll head to the gate and then you're onto the road. When you come out of the field and you turn left at the gate, you go onto Belcher's Hill. You turn left at Belcher's Hill and the Trig Point should be just down here. I'm not going to send a stun gun, I'm not going to stun you. Is that your little baby? Ooh. This is Stockerston Crossroads. Just turn left here and this will take us to the Trig Point. A little bit awkward to get into the field.
Hold on, so let's see there, what is there?
A little bit awkward to get into the field, but we're in. So that's Stockerston Trig Point. An easy one to get to apart from struggling through the hedge. There's the plate, that's what you see on the churches, Tony. That's what you're looking for. That's the benchmarks. Then you've got the spider, that's where they put the thaliidoscope on. I think it's called the thaliidoscope. And then they can measure to the next point around here.
So they used to measure distance.
That's a Stockerston Trig Point. That's our 25th Trig Point so far. We've still got about another mile, 1.5 miles to head back to the car. So far it's been a pleasant walk and it's nice actually bagging another one. There's several more to do around this area. So once you bag that Trig Point, head across the field, you'll see another yellow way marker. You cross over the fence just there.
To the left or the right?
Straight ahead.
Is that it down at the bottom?
I'm hoping so. So once you're going to cross that fence, there should be another yellow way marker down there. You can just about see it. I don't know how it's going to pick up on this camera, but I can see it, my brother can see it. I'll probably find it's only a chimney painted yellow. Oh, it's a hare.
Sit down. Big, isn't it?
I don't know if I can pick it up on this, because I can't see much. Going to go through this gate and you can see the church just over there. We'll be picking up Church Lane again, heading down there to Stockerston. Then across this field we basically head into the church at Stockerston Hall. We've also got some fun later on, coming to a field of cows up over there. Next issue is going to be crossing over here and through the field there with all the cows. Not too sure where the next crossing is, can't see a yellow post. Not yet anyhow. That's it, so that's recording. It's just getting used to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there was a fence across the field, we had to walk a bit further down to cross over where there's a gate. But then you head back up onto Church Lane. You can see the yellow way marker. Once you get onto Church Lane, you turn left. Then once you've actually came from the fields, you get back onto Church Lane and head back down to the main road. Then at the end of Church Lane, you turn right onto Uppingham Road. Somebody actually mentioned to me on one of my videos about walking on the side with the oncoming traffic. Well, basically the best thing to do about walking on the same side as the oncoming traffic is so you can see if a vehicle's coming along. So you can either move out the way if it's a bit awkward, because if you walk on the opposite side, you don't actually know if something's going to hit you in the back of the head. This is one of the main reasons why we do walk this side, and everybody should walk this side, apart from when you get to a bend. This is quite a busy road to walk on. Obviously now I'm filming it, it's gone quiet, but just had about 7 cars go by in both directions. Just before you get to Harbour Hill Road, you turn left down here. It'll be signposted for Stoke Dry and Great Easterton. And this should bring us back to the side of the reservoir. Oh, thanks, Mum. See the goose up there? Is that a goose? Is that really in front of us? Yeah. Then at this junction, you turn left to Stoke Dry, and we're just at the edge of. Then we come to Brook Bridge. And that goes into the Brook Reservoir. Not looked into it, but it'd be interesting to find there's actually a trig point on here. Not a trig point, a benchmark on here. But can't see any. Just started raining. We've got just over half a mile back to the car. Hi, thanks for watching this video. We've done 7.76 miles this time, visiting another trig point, Stockerston Trig Point. It's been a nice walk, loads of nice scenery, plenty of sheep and cows. My mum didn't mind it, Tony didn't mind it either. Unfortunately, where we parked this time, there's no pub, so we're going to drive to a pub. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed it, or you'd like me to visit any of the trig points or any walks that you think might be interesting, things that include haunted churchyards, tunnels that we're not aware about, anything along those lines, let me know and I'll try and fit those in. So until next time, thank you and bye.